Well, after his last visit to the UK, I'm not sure that President Romney would have the United Kingdom at or near the top, or even perhaps even on the list of countries he intends to visit in his first year in office. If he were to do so, then one would obviously want to portray this as the first step in Romney's own apology tour. As to the substance of the question, in one respect, I don't think it matters very much. You know, the United States and the United Kingdom are going to have a pretty close operational relationship, regardless of who is the next president of the US or indeed who is the next prime minister of the UK. You know, the cooperation on defence and security and intelligence matters is strong enough to survive even a President Romney. Or a Prime Minister Miliband. I'm not sure that there would actually be very much impact at all. That you know, Conservatives would probably manage to work perfectly well with Romney, but so too would a Labour Prime Minister. I mean, after all, Blair and Bush managed to get along dangerously well. It's one of those questions that makes less difference to Britain than it does perhaps to other countries in other parts of the world who the next president is, because the ties that bind are not dependent upon the personal relationships between prime ministers and presidents. That said, I suspect most people in Britain would, well, by most I mean at least 80% of people in Britain would probably vote for Obama rather than Romney, and that includes many Conservative members of the present British government, and for the obvious reason that change is something that must be managed, and so maintaining existing relationships is much easier than building new ones, and so better the guy you know and the certainty of what you'll get from him than the uncertainty of a new administration. So I think many people would in the British government would rather see Obama have a second term, which I still think he probably will. And so therefore this is a hypothetical question built upon a series of improbabilities.